The influencer trap. While millions of views still leave you broke, the social media platforms are legally stealing your reach to sell their ads. While you settle for pennies on the dollar, if you're sitting there wondering why you have millions of views, but your bank account is empty, it is because you have fallen into the influencer trap. You are trading your time for algorithmic scraps while the platforms reap all the rewards. Today, we're going to break you out of that trap. I'm Roger Wakefield. I'm a master plumber, and I've grown to be one of the biggest trades creators in the United States, and I'm the chief revenue officer of sponsorships. Over the last few years, I built a media empire of over 1.6 million subscribers, and I'm actively building an event center right here outside of Dallas, Texas, to bring creators and corporate sponsors into one room together. Now, I didn't do any of this by relying just on AdSense. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the exact difference between a struggling content creator, which I was, and a highly paid media operator, which I am. I'm going to show you the advanced tax strategies the top 1% use to keep their money, and how you can stop chasing viral views and start building real audience equity. So let's talk about the lie of the influencer trap. The platforms, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, they've built this brilliant psychological system to keep you working for them for pennies on the dollar. They gamify your dashboard. They make you obsessed with green arrows, viral reach, and the AdSense RPMs and CPMs. They want you waking up in a cold sweat worrying about the algorithm. Why? Because as long as you are focused on generating ad impressions for their corporate clients, you'll never build direct relationships with those clients yourself. You do the grinding, exhausting labor of building the audience. And the platform, they sell your audience to a sponsor for massive profits, tossing you a little fraction of that penny on the dollar pay-per-view thing. You're acting as an unpaid employee for a tech conglomerate. Now, there's nothing wrong with this. You're getting paid, but there's a better way. A content creator chases the algorithm to please the platform. A media operator uses the platform to capture audience equity and sell it directly to the highest bidder. When you shift from creator to media operator, you stop caring if a video gets 10 million views or 10,000 views. You only care about who is watching and what brand will pay you a premium to reach them. This is audience equity. You own the relationship, you own the trust, and therefore you dictate the price. But acting like a media operator doesn't stop at how you make your money. It extends to how you keep your money. The industry wants you uneducated about business structures. They want you operating as a sole proprietor, paying the absolute maximum in taxes. But if you look at the top 1% of creators, they use advanced tax arbitrage. Now, I'm a master plumber, not a CPA. This is a general overview, not tax advice. So be sure to consult your tax professional. But here's the secret most amateurs don't know. Top creators structure their businesses as an S-Corp. When you're a sole proprietor, you're getting hammered by a 15.3% self-employment tax on every single dollar of profit, on top of your regular income tax. When you structure as an S-Corp, you pay yourself a reasonable salary and you take the rest of the profit as a shareholder distribution. That distribution completely bypasses the 15.3% self-employment tax. If your platform makes $100,000, that single structure change just saved you over $10,000 in taxes legally. But here's the catch. You cannot utilize advanced tax arbitrage if you don't have consistent, predictable revenue. An S-Corp does you absolutely no good if you're waiting around for YouTube to send you a $400 AdSense check every month. To act like a media operator, you have to build the infrastructure of a media operator. You have to take the power back from the social media platforms and go directly to the corporate brands yourself. This is exactly why we built SponsorKit.pro. Okay, I learned to do this a long time ago. When I was at 40,000 subscribers, and I'm over 715 now, but at 40,000 subscribers, I signed a sponsorship deal for $400,000 a year. I did that doing the things that we put together in SponsorKit.pro. You cannot bypass the algorithm and secure $60,000 or $400,000 or even $1 million direct brand deals by sending a generic PDF from your Gmail account. The corporate brands, they'll look at you, they'll realize you don't have a system, and they will ignore you. Or worse than that, they'll beat you down on your pricing. When you use SponsorKit.pro, you immediately step into the role of an executive. The platform helps you by giving you a structured 6-slide sponsor first pitch deck. It gives you the valuation engine, the price value calculator, so you never have to guess your worth or suffer on a sales call again. It provides the follow-up sequence, so you never lose a deal because you got too busy filming a video. Not just a follow-up, but a follow-through. There's a system to reaching out to people. Now, we have entry-level plans that are great for beginners. The rookie and the creator, these are amazing. But let me be perfectly clear. If you want to pull the strings in this industry, the basic entry-level software plans, they're not going to cut it. You're going to reach out to one person a week, maybe one person a day. You need the heavy artillery. You absolutely must upgrade to the SponsorKit Pro or Pro Plus tier. The Pro tiers, they give you the advanced social tracking that proves your audience equity mathematically. It unlocks your pitch deck generation to where it's not just one a week or one a day. And the outreach sequences that allow you to bypass the gatekeepers and land directly in the inbox of the true decision makers. Let me tell you exactly what happens when you try to fight this battle without that heavy artillery. When you pitch a massive brand without the deep analytics and the multi-sequence follow-ups running in the background, you're playing a waiting game that you cannot win. You send the email, and then you sit by your phone. You check your inbox 10 times a day, hoping for a reply. The corporate marketing directors, they know you're doing this. They know you are waiting on them. So they deploy the corporate delay tactic. They intentionally wait you out. They let you sweat for 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. Why? Because they know that an anxious waiting creator is a creator who will eventually accept a $500 payout just to get a win. They actively starve you out to drive your price into the dirt. But when you're operating on the SponsorKit Pro or Pro Plus tier, you completely destroy that tactic. You aren't sitting by the phone sweating over one brand deal because the system is simultaneously pitching 20 other decision makers while you're sleeping. You operate with absolute abundance. When that brand finally replies 3 weeks later with a lowball offer, you don't panic. You don't fold. You look at them and you say, my pipeline is full and the price just went up. You stop waiting to be chosen and you finally become the one pulling the string. The platforms want you to stay an influencer. They want you exhausted, uneducated, and dependent on the algorithm. It is a rigged game. It's designed to keep them rich and keep you stressed. It's time to take control of the narrative. Stop trading your time for algorithmic pennies. Upgrade to SponsorKit Pro or Pro Plus. Build your direct sponsorship machine and start operating like the media powerhouse that you were meant to be. SponsorKit.pro. It's your turn to be on top.